Hey everyone, Mike Gillette. Today I've been reminded several times of the idea of that thing we call focus. And it's come up for me because I had several Skype sessions with several different athletes. And within the spectrum of sports, uh, this idea of focus comes up frequently, having to do with maintaining concentration, being able to direct your attention a particular way for a particular length of time. And the reason I want to talk about focus is not about focus per se, but the things that we focus on, specifically language. The way that we describe that which we experience has a lot to do with how we experience that thing. And so it goes with focus. Frequently, athletes will tell me, "Hey, Mike, I need help with my focus." And I'll say, well, tell me more about that. And they'll say, well, I seem to lose focus at important times, during a match, during a game, I just, I will lose focus. And that right there is significant. This idea that for whatever reason we've decided to characterize focus as this thing that's binary. It's either on or it's off. It's this thing that we can lose. And if it is something that we can lose, that can go away completely, well, where does it go? How long will it be gone? Do we have a reasonable expectation of getting it back? If you look at something like focus in those terms, you can see exactly why it becomes a very stressful thing to consider, particularly not having it when you need it. So instead of framing or describing focus in that way, what if we just took it in an entirely different direction? What if we decided that focus was not something that's either on or off, here or gone? What if it was more of a gradient? What if it was something that occurred on a spectrum? We have less focus or more focus, but it's always here in some fashion, never just disappears. It's never like out of our grasp. What if it's something that we decided that we have control over, and when we notice that we have less of it than we want, we just decide to have more of it, and we simply direct our attention and our mental resources towards that end. Sounds like a more manageable problem, does it not? So think about that. The way that we use language is all important. We communicate with others, obviously, using words. We communicate with ourselves using words. We communicate with ourselves using thoughts, and thoughts are framed in words. We use language in our own minds. So the kinds of language that you use changes literally everything. So you can think in strong, powerful terms, proactive, problem-solving terms, or you can think reactively. And of course, thinking reactively makes you emotionally reactive, and that's a whole different worldview. It's a whole different framework, and it's not helpful. It's not productive. You end up embracing a victim-like mentality because you are just sort of subject to the whims of circumstance. That's not strong. And it doesn't have to be that way. So if we're going to focus on anything, let's not focus on focus. Let's focus on language. Let's focus on the words that we use, and to start using those words strategically so those words serve you.